This exercise is the quadruped bag drag. Quadruped simply means on your hands and knees. This exercise emphasizes how important it is for the hips and shoulders to work together through the core. That's normal. You just may not have heard that before. Your shoulder is not an island. It doesn't work alone. It works connected to your body, and your body attaches to some legs. So it all works together. As we've used in the analogy before, it's like one big orchestra. Not only do all the musicians have to be competent, but so does the conductor. This trains all of that. There's a lot to this exercise, but once you learn it, there's a ton of value. First, let's start with the setup. I'm going to set up with the bag on the ground. I'm going to line up where one of my knees is in the middle of the bag and it's touching, and my hands are going to be on the ground. I'm going to have my hands such that my fingers are pointing forward, so you can think of the middle finger as in the 12 o'clock position. I'm going to spread my fingers to get a lot of ground reaction area, to have a wide base. My feet are going to be into the ground like this. Remember, your hands and your feet are the natural triggers for core muscles to turn on. So if I flip my feet over, I'm missing some of that signal. So I want that pressure into the ground. So now, when I do this, I'm going to grab one handle, pull, and slide my leg. That's it. But here's the details. The hand on the ground is going to try to grasp the ground and try to twist it in that direction. My hand's not going to actually move, but when I try to do that, I'm creating a little bit of a torque that turns on some of the muscles that connect this shoulder with this hip. So I want to do that. The other thing I'm going to do, if this is the hand on the ground, this is the foot on the ground, I'm going to load that toe. I'm really putting pressure there. It's not just there in a relaxed fashion, I'm pressing. So I'm locking that hand into the ground and I'm pressing that one. If this is the hand in the air, or the hand pulling the bag, it's not going to hold the handle in a relaxed fashion, it's going to crush it. Strong signals between hands and feet turn on core. We're going to take advantage of that. I'm going to crush that sucker, and then when I pull, if I pull with my arm like this, my triceps, it's like doing a little tricep extension, my triceps are going to contribute a lot. I don't want them to contribute a lot. I want to contribute more in the muscles of my body. So I'm going to have my arm long and straight like that, and I'm going to pull like that. At the same time I'm pulling the bag, I will be pushing my foot. But keep in mind, I coordinate those two after I coordinate these two. So I lock pressure into the ground, drag the bag. Lock pressure into the ground, drag the bag. So create your tension, then use your tension. Now, when you go to do that, you may have shoulder pain. So we got options. The first option is to try to get your core to work better. Push into your toe harder, grab the bag harder, or put a band around your feet. Now you might think, why would I want to put a band around my feet? For your shoulder. You don't have to understand it, just feel the difference. Chances are it will make the difference for you. But what you're doing by putting this band around your feet is you're making muscles of your lower half contract a little stronger, thereby tightening their contribution a little bit more to core stability and giving the shoulder a better platform from which to pull the bag. Long story short, it's all connected. So when I do it with the band, I'll put it around my feet like that. The band wants that to happen, so my hip muscles have to do that. So I'm going to have that there on my feet, middle bag, middle knee. In this scenario, this is the hand on the ground. That's the foot on the ground. This hand will grab and pull the bag, so the other leg's going to be in there. So I lock in, and I do it like that. Then I lock in, do it like that. Back and forth you go. Use the band if you need it, not if you don't. Now, you could think, oh, I'll just get a heavier and heavier bag, and yeah, you can, but this is not an exercise that's intended to be one that you do forever and just see how heavy, you're not going to drag a car someday, right? Use it to establish a better connection between your arm into your body, coordinated with your legs, so that you can do more meaningful things with your arms, like throw a ball or press or just reach for something. If those movements are painful for you, this drill, man, there's so much give back for this drill. There's a lot to think about. Get all of it in there and then work on it. You'll be rewarded.